look like Emma Meesseman is definitely headed to the WNBA. Could she be potentially teaming up?
The Indiana Fever went from the bottom of the league to the center of the basketball universe almost overnight. But selling tickets was just the beginning. For years, the franchise was an afterthought, a team known more for its lottery odds than its playoff hopes. They were stuck in a cycle of rebuilding that never seemed to end, a place where promising careers could stagnate and victories were few and far between. Now, the team is at the center of a shocking rumor that could create a new super team and completely upend the WNBA's balance of power. This isn't just about winning a few more games, it's about a fundamental shift in the league's landscape, a transformation so sudden and so profound that no one saw it coming. A former Finals MVP is reportedly considering a return, and her potential destination has sent shockwaves through the entire league, turning a once-forgotten franchise into the most talked-about organization in professional sports.
Date as well. Shout out to Annie Constable with First Off in Sports, because she simply put out an article that has just shook down of WNBA fans all over the country. Let's pull it up right now. So this is Annie Constable X account, man, and it's pretty much breaking down exactly what has been happening, man, with this whole DeWanna Bonner situation and Emma Meesseman. Now, word on the street is that Emma Meesseman, has been receiving offers from several WNBA teams. I did a video a couple months ago letting you guys know how the Fever should have been trying to sign her.
The seismic shift in Indiana started with one person, Clark. Her arrival did more than just bring sold-out arenas and record-breaking TV ratings. It injected a jolt of electricity into the heart of the franchise. It gave a struggling team something it hadn't had in a decade, hope and, more importantly, undeniable credibility. Suddenly, playing for the Indiana Fever wasn't a punishment. It was a primetime opportunity. Every game became a must-see event, broadcast on national television and dissected by analysts across the globe. The gravitational pull of its new superstar was immense. Players who might have once overlooked Indiana were now seeing a chance to play on the biggest stage, alongside a generational talent who makes everyone around her better. Clark single-handedly rewrote the narrative around the team, and it seems the best players in the world have started to take notice of the revolution happening in Indianapolis. The organization's social media following exploded, merchandise flew off the shelves, and a dormant fan base was reawakened with a passion that rivaled any in the league. This wasn't just a player joining a team, it was a cultural phenomenon taking root.
Multiple sources, the interest in Meesseman, who is considering a return to the WNBA, but has not definitely made up her mind. It stands across the league, man. Contenders like Minnesota, New York, and even Phoenix have the best shots. This is what they saying. Atlanta in the 2019 Finals MVP. There was an expectation around the league that Bonner could end up in Phoenix. And according to multiple sources, DeWanna Bonner discussions around signing her, the two-time WNBA, was excluded. Bonner is a two-time WNBA champion, but as of right now, there's not a lot of teams.
Okay, the moment you've been waiting for. We had so much talent on the court, so much talent, but we do have to pick one MVP. So averaging 18 points a game in these finals, almost 5 rebounds a game, 22 points tonight, and she did it all series off the bench. Emma Meesseman, your MVP.
But now, a new rumor is shaking the league to its core, a whisper that started in the deep corners of the internet and has now spilled into the mainstream. Whispers have been growing louder that one of the most skilled international players on the planet is eyeing a return to the WNBA after taking time away. We're not talking about just any role player looking for a roster spot, we're talking about a dominant force, a proven champion, and a player whose unique skill set makes her a matchup nightmare for every opponent. This is the kind of talent that franchises are built around, the kind of player that immediately transforms a contender into a favorite. The name being mentioned in connection with Indiana is Emma Meesseman, and if this happens, the league may never be the same. The very idea that a player of her stature would even consider a team that was at the bottom of the standings just a season ago is a testament to how quickly and dramatically things have changed. For those who don't know, Emma Meesseman is a certified winner, a basketball artist whose game is as effective as it is beautiful beautiful to watch. The Belgian star is a WNBA champion and was named the Finals MVP in 2019 after a breathtaking performance where she led the Washington Mystics to their first ever title. She wasn't just a passenger on that championship run, she was the engine, averaging nearly 22 points per game in the finals and delivering clutch performances when the stakes were highest. She is a 6'4" forward center who can do it all. She has the footwork and touch to score in the post against bigger defenders, the range to stretch the floor and knock down threes with consistency, and the court vision to pass like a point guard from the front court. Her basketball IQ is off the charts. She knows where to be, how to exploit defensive weaknesses, and how to make the right play time and time again. Her success isn't limited to the WNBA either. She's a hero in her home country, having led the Belgian national team to historic victories, including a Eurobasket Women Championship. She is, in every sense of the word, a global superstar. Her potential return to the league was already a huge story, but the fact she might be considering Indiana is mind-blowing and speaks volumes about the project they are building. The potential fit in Indiana is almost too perfect to be true, like a move meticulously crafted in a basketball laboratory. Imagine an offense with Caitlin Clark's limitless range and audacious passes, Aaliyah Boston's sheer power and efficiency in the paint, and Emma Meesseman's versatile inside-out game tying it all together. The offensive possibilities are staggering. The Clark-Meesseman pick and pop would become one of the most unguardable actions in the league. A defense would be forced into an impossible choice. Commit to stopping Clark coming off the screen and leave a lethal shooter in Meesseman wide open, or stick with Meesseman and give a generational scorer like Clark the sliver of space she needs to get her shot off. It's a lose-lose proposition for any opponent, but the synergy goes even deeper. Meesseman's presence would be a massive gift to Aaliyah Boston. For her entire career, Boston has faced relentless double teams in the post. With Meesseman on the floor, defenses would have to pick their poison. They couldn't afford to leave Meesseman to double Boston, freeing up the former Rookie of the Year to operate one-on-one in the paint where she is virtually unstoppable. Meesseman could also act as the offense's central hub from the high post, catching the ball at the elbow and orchestrating the attack. With her elite passing, she could hit cutters like Clark or Kelsey Mitchell for easy layups, or simply turn and face her defender to score herself. This system would take immense pressure off Clark to create every single shot, allowing her to play off the ball more and evolve into an even more dangerous and efficient scorer. On the defensive end, Meesseman is a smart, positional defender whose length and timing disrupt shots at the rim. Pairing her with Boston would create a formidable defensive frontcourt, capable of protecting the paint and communicating rotations effectively. It's the kind of modern, positionless offense and stout defense that gives defensive coordinators nightmares and turns good teams into great ones. However, Indiana isn't alone in this hunt, and this is where the real drama begins. A player of Meesseman's caliber has her pick of destinations, and reports suggest that established contenders are lining up to make her an offer, creating a high-stakes recruiting battle. Teams like the New York Liberty, already a super team with Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and Jonquel Jones, are reportedly interested. A move to New York would be a pure win-now play, a chance for Meesseman to be the final perfect piece of a championship puzzle, creating a juggernaut the likes of which the league has rarely seen. Then there's the Minnesota Lynx, a proud franchise with a history of winning, led by superstar Napheesa Collier. Pairing Meesseman with Collier would instantly give the Lynx the most skilled and versatile frontcourt in the WNBA, making them an immediate threat to the league's top teams. Even the Phoenix Mercury, with its legacy and iconic players, could be in the running. This puts Meesseman at a fascinating crossroads. Does she join an established power, a team already loaded with talent and on the cusp of a title, or does she choose the path of the Trailblazers, joining a young, exciting team on the rise and helping to build a new dynasty from the ground up? The decision she makes will not only determine her own future, but could also dictate the league's championship landscape for the next 5 years. This is about more than just one potential signing. This is the ultimate proof that the Caitlin Clark effect is real and reshaping the league in front of our very eyes. This is the ultimate validation for the Indiana Fever's front office and their vision. Just 1 year ago, the idea of a top-tier international free agent choosing Indiana over glamour markets like New York or established winners like Minnesota would have been laughable. The Fever were a team players tried to leave, not a destination they aspired to join. Today, it's a legitimate and thrilling possibility. The fact that the Fever have transformed from a perennial afterthought into a desirable destination for superstars is a testament to the new culture and electrifying excitement building in Indianapolis. It signifies a fundamental power shift in the WNBA. No longer is talent concentrated solely on the coasts or in a few legacy cities. A new power is rising in the Midwest, built on a foundation of young talent, smart management, and the magnetic pull of a once-in-a-generation player. If Meesseman signs, it sends a clear message to the rest of the league. The Indiana Fever are not just here to participate, they are here to dominate. The Indiana Fever's journey from a perennial lottery team hoping for a lucky bounce of the ping pong balls to a potential powerhouse has been nothing short of remarkable. It's a story of patience, vision, and a little bit of luck. The arrival of Caitlin Clark opened the door, shining a national spotlight on the franchise and making them relevant for the first time in years. Now, the potential addition of a world-class talent like Emma Meesseman could be the move that kicks that door wide open, launching them into true and immediate championship contention. The question now is, can they seal the deal? Can they convince a global superstar to bet on their future and join their revolution? If they do, we may be witnessing more than just a great off-season move. We may be witnessing the birth of the WNBA's next dynasty, rising from an unexpected place to take over the league. This isn't just a story about basketball. It's a story about how quickly fortunes can change and how one player can truly change everything.